Alright, let's get the screen recording going. Bring it down for that. Alright, let's get to it.
Have you ever heard of a thing called fluoridation? Fluoridation of water?
Yes, I have heard of that, Jack, yes. Yes.
Well, do you know what it is?
No. No, I know what it is now.
Do you realize that fluoridation is the most monstrously conceived and dangerous communist plot we have ever had to face? Mandrake, you realize that...
Alright, so, everybody's heard somebody say something about fluoride. Whether you believe, the extremes where it makes you, it pacifies you, whatever the case. The conspiracy world will call it. They'll say it pacifies you, it makes you less resistant to change. I've heard other people describe it as it takes away your will, your personal will. It makes you subjective to be told what to do. So it's like your personal desires get put on the back burner, and then over time, once your personal desires on the back burner, your personality is kind of tied to your personal desires, in my opinion. If your personal desires on the back burner and you're being told what to do, well, now you're being programmed. So now your personality is not tied to your personal desires. It's tied to your programming, that you've been subjected to through fluoridation. Something to think about, in my opinion. And the biggest, because they say fluoride's in the water, which I believe it is. It said it is. You can look into it. But it's purposely put into beer. Not only does alcohol stupefy you, make you stupid, it retards your cognitive ability and impairs your motor functions and your thinking. They put fluoride in there, and whatever you believe fluoride is, it puts that on top of what we all know alcohol does. And then when you think about alcohol and being drunk, when you're quote-unquote buzzed, that's when people think the results of alcohol are in effect. And then when they're no longer quote-unquote buzzed, they don't think about it. But alcohol remains in your system for 72 hours. So if you're a chronic drinker, drinking every day after work or every 2 days or even, for that entire period, the alcohol is in your system, not just your stomach and, making you feel hungover, but it's in your blood system, it's in your organs, it's in your hair, it's in every cell of your body, because it's in your blood system, and your blood system pumps through every cell of your body. Well, it has effects to it, I should say. But I digress. Going off on a tangent here.
In addition to fluoridating water, where there are studies underway to fluoridate salt, flour, fruit juices, soup, sugar, milk, ice cream, Mandrake, children's ice cream. You know when fluoridation first began?
I know. I don't get
1946.
Look at this. Fluoride was first used in Nazi Germany, then brought to the U.S. after World War II. Who brought it to the U.S. after World War II, you may ask? I would say it was the U.S. government, whatever you believe that to be, brought over those same Nazis. And those Nazis came over and they said, hey, we're going to implement more systems of control over this much larger population. See, because we had Germany, a small population. We perfected it. We got that whole population going along with our narrative, lock and key step, as we led them to the promised land behind the Fuhrer. So, all right, we perfected that, blew that whole system up, but we took the blueprints and the architects of that whole system over here, and now they're running the American government, and they always have been since the conclusion of World War II. Operation Paperclip. You know what? Hold on. There we go. There we go. Operation Paperclip. Andy Johnson. Andy Jacobson. I said Johnson. The secret intelligence program that brought the Nazi scientists to America. But don't let scientists just think like lab coats, like, in beakers. These are intellectuals. These are thinkers. These are philosophers. These are the people that put the system together and drove the system to whatever means it was. See, the public face of that whole regime, as taught in high school and middle school, is that they were rounding people up and they were killing certain people. But they were using those people as labor to feed a machine. See, the war machine, there was the battles, but there was also on excavation missions where they went to certain lands to acquire information and artifacts. Something else to look into. Because after the war, a lot of the top brass got up out of there.
How does that coincide with your post-war commie conspiracy? It's incredibly obvious, isn't it? A foreign substance is introduced into our precious bodily fluids without the knowledge of the individual. Certainly without any choice. That's the way a hardcore commie works.
Huh. That's the way a hardcore commie works. That's hard. Hey, can't be mad at that. Stop this screaming.